Hello everybody. So I'm back with a little delay as usual. First of all, I'm back in Manchester. I was in Newquay in last recording. That's where everything started. Because I went away from the city and had a bit of connection with the nature. I'm not sure if we're kind of aware of that in life. We sometimes running and chasing things which sometimes we just have to stop for a minute and breathe, like I said in briefly in a previous recording. Today I was just about to talk about the same thing last week, which is ego, but before I start to do that, I wanted to say that I already had some feedbacks about my videos and I would like to clarify a few things before I start. The reason why I'm not sharing my experiences as actual experiences is because whatever we've been through is not there to talk into details. It's more about reflection of it. So I would like to share healthy experiences and I would like to share healthy energy. I don't want to put any negative emotions on those videos because we all have our dark sides and we all have our negativity. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm perfect. And last week I was supposed to do a recording, but I couldn't because it was loads of things going on with me. I came back to Manchester and I just felt like not in the right place to do recording, even though my ego really wanted, myself, because my ego is me and something what I all the time chase. And every time I'm realizing that sometimes I just have to let it be and let the time don't exist. So whatever you're gonna see on Instagram, on Facebook and on my blog, it's there to correct and reflect. It's not to just follow it. I'm sharing all those things with you and I'm really looking to my own self development, and I'm not trying to fix anyone. I am trying to fix myself, but with the time, which I before never able. I was never able to give myself. So, ego tricks. What I meant by the title, it was that it's going to trick you, all your life. You know the song "I Trick You Once, Come On and Trick Me Twice." Or whatever it is there. Everything what is around us is there to open our eyes. That is, everything is there for a reason. So the ego is actually needed because if you say everything is fine all the time, I believe it's not. Okay, I go to work and I do my job and my work makes me happy because I work with people and I learn from people all the time. I know that sometimes the way people perceive me is they think, oh my God, her happiness is just fake. Well, let them and let people think that, but when you actually go through something in your life, you learn how to be more humble, you learn how to appreciate those little moments, understanding that me putting my bad mood on you, it won't make me feeling better. So I try to transform my negative vibrations into healthy reflections, and that's not very easy, believe me or not, the happiness make you lost sometimes many times, because it make me lost because I was always trying to chase and fix others, and then I forgot that I stopped looking at what I need to correct in my own self, my own true self, and I'm really sorry to everyone I did that, but I was very unaware of that, and I never meant to hurt anyone or harm anyone. And yeah, ego is very tricky. It's this thing, to being egocentric. So like it means like whatever you do, like you think, the minute you think you're doing the best thing you can do and you start to compare yourself to others, that's where you're realizing that is not the way. Because I believe in you like you believe in me. But you have to understand that people will be different and they will take advantage of it. And that's why the self-awareness is very important. That's why the personal development, coaching your own self is very important. Like, I was always like seeing all those negative things in people and I just didn't realize that was me, what I see in them. I'm a reflection of you, you're a reflection of me, and that's the life cycle. What comes around, backs around, you know. So now in my journey, I'm learning how to accept myself, how to stop for a minute and breathe. But this breathing thing, I mean, is not really like only like by actual breathing, but like the breathe is reflection. You know, every time when you feel this anger in your stomach, I'm not sure if you're feeling the same as I do, because like every time when there is something wrong, I feel this feeling here. It's like something is eating me from inside, and like I always thought it was just like something wrong with myself, like, and then I realized that I just have to wait for a bit, you know, like, and see, observe why I feel in that way. What is external, internal environment? Is that any affecting, like, is there any effect on me in that? Like, but the best way is to first find it in yourself. So like, it's a kind of like introspection, you know, like introspection, you know, when they say in that third eye is here, you just like flip this eye inside to your own self, you know, and like, you know, that's kind of introspection, isn't it? Because like you had the vision of your own self, on your true self, and then you start to realize, damn, what have I been thinking? How dare I advising you what to do if I haven't done it myself? You know? And that is my biggest ego. Like, I'm telling you what, like, I'm sure people who's gonna listen to that and who knows me, they know exactly what I've been doing. And like, all what I can say, it's just say, I'm sorry. I never meant to happen. I never meant to do it. You know, it's just one of those things, like, until you don't see that and you don't realize that, then you will never receive these reflections. It's the love of attraction. You know, like, I always thought I loved myself, and then I found those people who love me more. And then I realized that it's all about this love, you know? But this love with no expectations. And to see the truth, beauty in others. And that's my gift, you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, this is something what I want to say, because I only just explain and describe myself in a very negative way. So there are always both sides. There are other sides of me who is like always seek for like the good in people, you know? Like, I always do like see something good in you. So the more you see good in yourself, the more I see in you. So the more I work on myself, the more I can share. And that's why I started that YouTube channel, because 2 years ago I had the biggest breakdown of my life, and I thought I don't know what could happen if I wouldn't have people around me that time. And I must say that something beautiful started to happen that time. Like, I started my blog. That's where I started. And that was kind of my recovery. Like, and that was the beginning of our project. It's like Neurons Likes to Be Free. On Instagram, it's changed and transformed to Neurons Heart, because recently I discovered that like the part of this journey is also connected, you know. It's your heart, your mind, and your body needs to be in like this triangle, you know, and like the basic needs, you know. And then like when I started my YouTube channel, you know, I was thinking like, so what's gonna be next? Like, what we gonna do now? Like, and I know that there are people there who will need some backgrounds and they will need some more informations and they will need some backups because, like, you know, we are so kind of like close up in our own like educational system, and which completely failed because it's limiting our beliefs, that I'm sure that people will need some backups, like some links or maybe some extra informations about like what we like chasing, what we're trying to achieve. Well, we chase the dream. There's nothing wrong to chase the dream, you know. It's a not negative word. I don't believe in this like word manipulation as long as you know how to express yourself. You know, sometimes maybe you need to be negative for a bit, you know. Sometimes just say like, you know what, I don't care, you know. And if you need that, just do it. Like, if you want to comment like anything, you know what, I'm gonna take whatever truth you're gonna give me. Like, seriously, like, I'm really open. And if there is something you want to talk about, that like talk about, like, I don't mind to like provide you some info, connect to you on Skype. I want to be a life coach. Like, I want to heal people's hearts. I want to help them to like found themselves and found that love, you know, in themselves, because it's all about love and rational love. But love is not enough. A part of love, there needs to be observation. There needs to be time to discover. So the minute when I did my first YouTube channel, when I came back to Manchester, to my like home, my second home, because my first home is in Krakow. I'm from Poland. I connect to my like soul sisters, because I have great soul sisters, and we work on a project together. And then we decided like, well, then my friend Tiasha, she's got a beautiful mind, and like she's very good in researching and doing all those things which I don't like to do. And that's why we're creating a team of the project. You know, that's the idea of our journey. Like, we work as a team, because I think like somewhere in the past, the individualism was too much limited, like to their own beliefs. So I believe as a team we can create something from it. So I just wanted to introduce someone today who's here with me.
Hi.
And basically the idea will be that we will be trying, and I'm just saying, like, we will try to basically connect to you. And what you gonna do? Maybe you wanna...
Well, the idea, I think, is to kind of give people a bit of guidance on what we're talking about, and maybe give them some extra things they could look into themselves and read about, help them with their journey, help them to reflect on themselves. Because what I find the hardest is to put things in practice, and to just kind of, you know, find your way. So I think with that, we're gonna try to help you on your way. That's the idea of it.
To break our limits, you know, we are scared of doing that too, you know. We don't know what is going to be reaction to it, like.
Sometimes you need to jump in.
Yeah. And like, because for me it's easier to express through the talking, you know. And for her, it's like, for everybody have different qualities, and I just don't want to stick into the one background. I don't want to be like limited.
So there's going to be something for everyone. I think that's the idea of it.
And you're free to join, you know. Everybody are free to join. That's the idea of our project. Like, as long as your heart is open for the new experience and you're ready to heal yourself, then we're ready to help you. Because we help each other.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, you help others, you help yourself.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
But you make sure you choose right people to help too, or you don't like lose yourself for it. Sometimes people take advantage. That's why I think the guidance is neat. She's a very good mind, you know.
I'm
So,
the writer.
yeah, she's the writer. I'm the thinker, overthinker. I'm not gonna lie, like overanalyze everything. I think we all have different things in common. So we are here in, like, where are we now?
We're on Mamtor, which is between Castleton and Edo. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Very lucky with the weather.
Yeah, if you want to add something more.
No,
That's it.
I'm happy.
I'm happy too. So I'm gonna of course I'm not by the ocean like last time. So but there is a different view.
You showed up the views.
Yay!
Beautiful.
Yay.
So that's Castleton there.
Yeah.
Very nice place. If you ever
And it's 40 minutes away
from Manchester.
from Manchester.
And it's Edo there, behind somewhere on that side.
Yeah.
Oh, and youth hostels. That's
Yeah.
the best place to stay.
We recommend it.
Very much. Nice people, nice food.
And there is lots of ships around.
Ships everywhere.
All right. Have a wonderful afternoon, because we will. Sending you lots of love.
Love.
Ciao, ciao, and peace.